Hi, it's your Star Goddess. I'm back. Okay, so I had a video request. Someone asked me to show on camera how I cleanse my jewelry. Okay. Um, and I also brought another couple of things that I want to show you how to cleanse as well. So first off, let's start with the jewelry because that's what was asked. Okay, so for example, I have these little crystal point earrings, and these are crystals. So these, you know how to charge crystals. Okay, let's just say you can put these in the sun in your windowsill. You can put them in a jar of sea salt and then take them out. You can bury them. You can cleanse them under running water. You can cleanse them on top of another stone, another crystal, etc., etc. You can use Florida water to wash them off. You can like run them over incense smoke. There's so many ways to cleanse jewelry and stones. So I have this necklace, and I do this the same way. I cleanse this with Florida water. I cleanse this with incense smoke, and I don't put it in the salt because I don't want the salt to get in between like all that right there. I do like wash it with jewelry cleaner as well, but yes. So if you have like another like type of jewelry, like something that doesn't have stones in it, like maybe something like this, and this might represent your ancestors. This is like a Day of the Dead skull, sugar skull. You can place this on an altar, like your ancestor altar. You can also put this in over incense smoke. You can also bury this in some sea salt inside of a jar. You can also cleanse it in the moonlight, since it is silver, if it's like a silvery color. You can take any crystal or stone or whatever and place it on top of that to charge it and cleanse it as well. You can use essential oils to cleanse this as well, and to also give it a special vibration or a special quality that you want to have in your jewelry. So this is patchouli. So you could like just anoint your jewelry with essential oils as well to clean, to cleanse, or to charge. And then you'll have a little scent depending on whatever type of jewelry it is. So like that. You can also bless and consecrate and protect your jewelry with, these hoodoo oils that they do sell. This is the St. Michael oil. Like let's say you have a St. Michael pendant, and you can use this to cleanse it, or to, charge it, or whatever you need to do. Okay, so for rings, I do the same thing. I like to charge them with other crystals. I like to put them inside of salt. I like to cleanse them with Florida water just to get them all sparkly and clean. Like if you don't like jewelry cleaner, you can use that as well. It does the job pretty good. And you can also put your intentions into the jewelry itself, like and if there's like a full moon or an eclipse or a new moon, you set these outside or in the window so they can get that energy. You can also, put spells on them. You can enchant them, as they call it. When you're doing your spell, you put your intention into the jewelry, the piece of jewelry or whatever. And maybe you leave it sitting by a burning candle for how long ever the spell is supposed to work, until your piece of jewelry is charged with your intention and what you want this for. So say like you want a ring for prosperity or good luck, and you want to charge your ring. You would do a prosperity spell, a good luck spell, and you'll place your ring or your necklace or whatever piece of jewelry next to your spell, on top of your spell, included in your spell. Have all that energy from your spell charging your item. And then when your spell is complete, you take your jewelry and then you pop it on. And then you kind of have like a little talisman to go with you to also vibrate that energy and that intent that you put into your spell. So this ring for me, I can charge it for many different things, but I use this for, since it's red, it's copal, I use it for love, um, um, comfort, you know, warmth, you know, the things that, you know, we want in our lives. So I keep this charged like that. And then I have my birthstone, which is aquamarine, and this in itself is a really good stone for like making decisions, thinking quick, and I'm pretty good at that, I would say. And this is just my birthstone, so I charge that with my the water. I charge it with water, sea salt. I put it next to Yamaya, my my mermaid goddess, and I let that charge. And you can also charge these on your altars with your deities or your ancestors, or whatever you want to charge it with. So that's how I charge mine. And I also have been asked, how do I, you know, charge my tarot cards? And I'm going to show you. So, oh my gosh, I hope I don't drop this because it's really complicated. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I charge my tarot cards. These are my tarot cards, and I have a bunch of stones just sitting on top of there, charging them. Each stone is for something different for the charge. So I have one stone for prosperity, one for spirituality, one for grounding, one for psychic, to defend against psychic attack. I have one for clarity. I have one for just high energy, which is this little copper one right there. I have one for magic, and I have one for divination. So I put all those on top of my cards to actually charge my cards, and I have my cards on my altar while they charge before I use them. And I make sure that I charge them and cleanse them each day. I cleanse them with incense and sage, and then I charge them back up with my stones. And sometimes I do sleep with them under my pillow just to get more connected to them after I haven't used them for a while. I will sleep with them under my pillow, or if I have a question for the tarot myself, before I do a reading on myself, I will sleep with them under my pillow just so I can get a closer energetic connection with those cards. Okay. So you can also use essential oils on some of your cards, but just a light dab because you don't want to ruin your cards. But you can put a little bit of oil on there as well, just a dab. Don't go overboard, especially if you have older cards. You don't want to ruin them. Most of the cards are slick anyway, so it's not going to really affect them. So that's my suggestion. Also, you can basically do your clothing. You can anoint your clothing. You can charge your clothing, especially working with colors. Today I'm wearing all black. You know, there are different days of the week that you're to wear different colors if you want to go by that correspondence, or you can choose any color you like to empower yourself with that certain color for that day. A lot of politicians do this when they wear a certain color tie or a certain pattern of tie. When they're giving a certain type of speech, they'll wear like a red tie when they're angry and serious and like, I'm here, listen to me, power, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll wear a blue one when they're talking more like, you know, peace and, you know, just affairs that aren't very passionate. They're going to wear a different type of tie. You'll see a lot of people who go on interviews and they say, oh, you need to wear this type of suit, this type of tie. Or you'll see when people go to court, they say, well, don't dress like this, wear this color to make you seem more like this. And that works in like everyday life. I know, like when I wear certain colors, I get treated totally different. If I wear all black all the time, I don't get approached. People don't approach me. They think I'm a lot older than I am. And I love black, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. Well, black was everything in my wardrobe, but I started adding more color, and I started noticing how people respond differently. It's not that they're gonna treat me different because of, you know, who I am. They they're just responding different according to the colors that I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a light color, they feel like they're able to approach me. They feel like I'm friendly. I'm more trustworthy. More feminine if I wear pink. You know, more, a lot of people will ask me how old I am when I wear lighter colors versus when I wear darker colors. It just depends on all that, and each of those colors, you know, psychologically and spiritually have something to do with how people respond to you as well. So you want to study color correspondence. For each day of the week there's a different color. I know, like Monday is whites or silvers or light colors because of the moon. Sundays are like gold, yellow, stuff like that. So you want to kind of look that up and research that on your own to see what kind of colors. Sometimes you'll realize you've already kind of secretly known that, and you've been wearing these colors automatically on the day that they're supposed to be corresponding to. Because I'll look at my calendar, because I have a witch's calendar, and it'll say Monday wear this color, and I've already got it on. I'm like, yeah, you know, unconsciously I did it. But if you like that type of stuff and you want to include alchemy and color magic into your everyday life, go ahead and research color correspondence according to the days of the week, and you can add that into your everyday magic as well. So also, like when you meditate, if you want to take your jewelry into your meditation, if you want to you know, cleanse your jewelry and meditate all at the same time, that's fine too. A lot of people like to multitask in magic because, you know, time is limited in this busy day and age that we have. So do whatever you need to do. Some people take baths with their jewelry to cleanse it as well, spiritual baths, and they put their jewelry in there in the bath, or they make a bowl, a little bowl, a mini spiritual bath for their jewelry as well. Just make sure it's not going to eat up some of the stones, because some of the stones, like if they have certain type of stones and you put certain things in there, it could mess it up. So make sure you research that first. So yes, speaking of baths, I really want to go get in the bath right now. I have all these new Lush products that I've been, you know, I tried some out yesterday. Now I'm going to try some more. But this is a good way to meditate as well in your bath. Use your bath for a spiritual purpose as well. Just don't take a bath. You're wasting time. You can get clean, take a bath, and meditate. You can get clean, take a bath, and cleanse. You can do spells in your bathtub. You know, herbal tinctures. Put it all in your bathtub and cleanse yourself and cleanse your jewelry, cleanse your stones. I used to, oh my God, my husband would laugh at me. I used to have crystals and stuff and herbs all up in my bathtub. And he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm multitasking." So, you know, in this day and age, especially if you're, you know, if you have kids, if you have a job, if you don't have a job, you're just busy and, you know, you have lots to do, multitask, meditate, spiritual bath, cleanse your jewelry all at once. You know, get it done. Okay? There's no right or wrong way to do your magic. It's just you need to be able to find ways that it's easy for you, that is convenient for you, that works for you. And I'm just telling y'all, it works for me. Okay? I'll just gather all my jewelry up that I think needs a good cleansing, and I'll put in a little mini spiritual bath, or I'll take some of my bath water, put it in there. That way you're connected with the jewelry as well, your DNA and all that kind of good stuff. It's like charging your rings and your necklaces and your bracelets. So if you have like a cheap fake ring or whatever, don't put it in water. Just like bury it in the sea salt or use incense smoke. Okay? And the best way to cleanse any type of crystal, clear crystal, is to run it under running water. Okay? And then charge it in the sunlight if that's what you want. Or if you want it to charge in the moon, that's fine. But I have read, now I don't know how y'all do it, but I have read in like the Crystal Bible or one of those books, never supposed to put black stones or amethyst in the sun because it takes the color away. And Also, you want your dark stones charged in darkness. So if you have darker stones, you have to bury them or bury them in sea salt and charge them in darkness or at night, in the night time. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to some of y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, quick questions, put them in the comments and I'll see if I can answer them. If not, somebody else answer them if they have the knowledge. Help me out. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.